Don't you ever tell me I wasn't born in Baltimore. Born at the hospital for women in Baltimore on Lafayette and John Streets back in 1990. None of your damn business. Ha! But truth be told, I was raised in Reisterstown, northwest Baltimore County, not wasting any time. We're diving into the raw, unfiltered truth about living in Baltimore County, from the jaw-dropping affordability fact to the crime rates that might shock you. We're covering it all. So whether you're dreaming of that serene suburban lifestyle or dreading that daily grind of traffic hell, we're about to give you the real scoop. So you gotta buckle up, because we're about to reveal the best and the worst of Baltimore County living. Let's get started. If we have not met, my name is Mark A. Ritter. Mark, spelled with a K. Come on now. Today, we're exploring the pros and the cons of living in Baltimore County, but I'm also going to sprinkle in some suburbs out there that should be at the top of your list. Look, I'm going to come clean. I am biased. Outside of living in Iran for a few years growing up, look, as I noted, I was raised in Reisterstown. I now live in Hunt Valley, which is in Baltimore County, and I love it. Oh my God. I can be in that urban vibe of Baltimore in 25 minutes. I can head to the Bay, Chesapeake Bay, within 30 to 45 minutes. I can be at the beach in 2 hours. Look, I don't count that last half hour of going to the beach because I'm all excited. Or I can go hiking out in Catonsville Mountains. You have everything. You have everything that you desire here in Baltimore County. But there's some cons too. And we're going to start right there with the cons.
Well, here we are.
First con for living in Baltimore County: traffic congestion. An absolute fact. Yup. 695 Baltimore Beltway is horrendous, and it's gotten worse since the collapse of the Key Bridge. Rush hour woes. We all know about rush hour. The northwest side is always jacked up on 695, the Baltimore Beltway. And I'm telling you, it's a reincarnation of hell at times. And there have been many times, a few times, where I prayed to my baby Jesus, please get me off this road, this blessed road. I-83, heavy congestion as far as during peak hours coming out of Baltimore. Commute times, average commute time is around 30 minutes, higher than the national average. And then for the next few years, until they complete that Key Bridge, 2026, 2028, 2030, how about, I don't know, whenever, you might as well pad on 10 minutes. As far as public transportation, there's limitations here in Baltimore County. There's a few options. We have, this is not extensive. The metropolitan area has the MTA that leads down to the major corridors down to Baltimore City. And of course, we got the Metro subway in Owings Mills. It's a direct shot to Baltimore Central Business District. But it doesn't branch out like that DC Metro, which is awesome. And that's the only good thing about DC. Can't help myself. Public transportation in Baltimore is limited. Rock and roll. The second con: crime rates in Baltimore County. Although Baltimore City has made vast improvements, it's been that spillover effect over into Baltimore County. It surrounds that area. So Baltimore County has a crime rate of 29.32 per 1,000 residents during a standard year. This places the county in the 57th percentile for safety, meaning 43% of the counties in the U.S. are safer and 57% are more dangerous. Violent crime. Certain areas have a higher violent crime rates. Recent reports of armed carjackings, robberies. Carjackings are up. Baltimore County Police stats. Also check out spotcrime.com. Property crime, theft, and burglary rates remain a concern for specific neighborhoods. The opioid pandemic is far bigger than COVID. Fact, opioids do not discriminate.
Have you tried OxyContin? I haven't. No. Could you write me a script?
Safety initiatives. Ongoing efforts to reduce crime has included increased police presence and community programs. Fact. Guess what? Police are back to policing again, and I'm not getting political. Our final con, before we get on to the pros of living in Baltimore County: weather extremes. We have all 4 seasons here in Baltimore County, but the summers and winters are extreme. Hot summers. Summers can be brutally hot and humid, with temperatures often exceeding 90 degrees. This year's past summer, it was super hot and humid. It got to me. It usually doesn't, but it got to me this summer. Cold winters. Winters are cold and snowy. Winter temperatures frequently dropping below freezing. The snow part has been non-existent the last couple of years, but it does get cold. And our cold is raw. We got humidity, and the cold, it gets in your bones. I call it the Baltimore Raw. Well, it's Baltimore Raw out here today, folks. Storms. The area is prone to severe thunderstorms and occasional hurricanes. Look, in Maryland, we got the mountains out to the west. We got the ocean. You hear my Baltimore accent? The ocean to the east. And, of course, you got Chesapeake Bay. That just creates that whole orgy of weather out there for the Baltimore County area. I love this. So you know, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you that are moving about or relocating to Maryland. We love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We got you covered. Here is where the pedal hits the metal, as they say. The pros for living in Baltimore County. Our first pro is Baltimore County's proximity. Proximity, I hate that word. It's a tough word for me. How about prime location to other major cities? Baltimore County is smack dab in the middle. Central Maryland, baby, I'm telling you, does not get any better than that. Commute. Just an hour's drive from Washington, D.C. Philadelphia's about an hour, hour and a half, and about 3 hours to New York City. Love that. People live in Baltimore County and they work in D.C. People live in Baltimore County and work in Philly. That is for real. We'll talk further about housing affordability. Transportation, access to major highways, I-95, Baltimore Beltway, I-83. Plus there are MARC trains that runs down to D.C. every day. I-95 goes from Maine to Florida. How about this one? For travel, Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, known as BWI, offers extensive domestic and international flights. And it's also the 9th most affordable airport according to Wallet Hub. BWI also, how about this? Southwest Airlines Hub. The pros keep it rolling all day long. The second pro for living in Baltimore County is affordability. I will highlight some of these communities out there rather to live in Baltimore County shortly. And the median home prices, it's going to blow you away. I'm telling you, hell of a lot cheaper than our cousins over in Howard and Money Montgomery County. All day long. Cost of living, Baltimore County's cost of living is 14% lower than the national average. Boom. How about this? Housing costs. Median home price in Baltimore County is around $347,000, significantly lower than nearby D.C., New York, Philly. Fact, people work in D.C., you heard me say it before, and they live in Baltimore County. Come on now. Have you seen Washington, D.C.'s home prices? The median home price in D.C. is $660,000. That's unbelievable. Come on now. Look, we're going to drill deeper on that housing affordability in a few minutes. Consumer prices, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for the Baltimore area rose by only 2.6% over the past year, indicating relatively stable living costs. Consumer Price Index just reflects that cost of consumer goods. This is good. But anyway, how about this? Because eggs, 2019, eggs cost $1.40. Today, they're $3.47.
Inflation is obviously a serious problem.
If you don't think it matters, you factor in those increases across the board, it matters. Baltimore County, it delivers that bang for the buck. Bang, bang. I'm telling you, bang for the buck, Baltimore County. Woo! Here we go. This pro all day long. Livability. Livability is the quality of life, and living in Baltimore County rings that bell. Ding, ding. I'm telling you, outdoor activities, tons of outdoor activities, like the NCR Trail here in Hunt Valley. 20 miles of solid surface to run. You can walk, you can bike, you can take your daggum horse if you want to. I don't have a horse. You got a horse? Anyway, enjoy the hike in Oregon Ridge, or you can just check out the Catonsville Mountains an hour away. We talked about that. Got unbelievable vistas out there, the Blue Ridge Summit. They got my favorite trail as far as that Yellow Blaze Trail. You're an hour away. Or you can check out Cunningham Falls. Again, an hour away. You're centrally located. Waterfront access here in Baltimore County, Chesapeake Bay. In less than 30 minutes, you're at the bay. Provides opportunities for boating, fishing, crabbing, sailing, or just chilling. Rocky Point, you can get down there, or Gunpowder State Park. I mean, they're treasures here in Baltimore County, right here in Baltimore County. We got parks, we got recreation. There are numerous parks and green spaces, including Patapsco Valley State Park, offers a variety of recreational activities. Patapsco Valley State Park has over 14,000 acres just to get lost. Oh my God. The Baltimore County Ag Center, that's another treasure. Look, we have reservoirs for trails, for mountain biking. We got it all. Just get out and enjoy the great outdoors. Going back to Patapsco Valley State Park, we used to go to the Turkey Bowl, Calvert Hall versus Loyola, and my daddy would take me over to that swinging bridge at Patapsco Valley State Park. Send me to the moon. Love that. Look, before I showcase 5 fabulous suburbs with stupid, That's right, stupid housing affordability in Baltimore County. Heads up to my colleagues. Look, 99% give the 1% bad names. That's a fact. So if you're not getting the attention you need, or that leadership is non-existent, fact, we hear about that all the time. At Mark A. Ritter and Associates, Sachs Realty, you're gonna get all the love you need. I'm telling you, take your career to that next level. I need people that want to make a difference out there. I'm easy to find, back at it. This is gonna blow you away. Our first stop around the Beltway, Catonsville, located in southwest Baltimore County and perfectly located so you can jet on down to DC for work. Or you can be close to all the action in Baltimore. It's got a great dynamite main street known as Music City, Maryland. That's what Catonsville is known for. It's got music shops all through there. You're minutes from Patapsco Valley State Park. The median home price in Catonsville, you ready? $399,000 according to Zillow. Work in DC, live in Catonsville. You should see the Victorian homes out in Catonsville. They are aplenty. Next stop, look, listen, I'm telling you this. I can't have no list without Reisterstown, my beloved Reisterstown, northwest Baltimore County. My family, we got deep roots in Reisterstown, and I will do anything at all for anyone in Reisterstown. Phenomenal Main Street. That community is beyond tight. I'm telling you, great sense of community in Reisterstown. Median home price in Reisterstown, $395,000. Come on now. All aboard, let's go. Towson, North Baltimore County, perfect blend of that suburban urban lifestyle. Home of Wall Street Journal's top 50 public university, Towson University. Towson is a college town all day long. It's got unbelievable, it's a great place to raise a family, live there. Great schools, you check that out on greatschools.org. The median home price in Towson is $449,000, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than Philly or DC. Lived here too, Parkville, northeast Baltimore County. Most of the homes in Parkville were built post-World War II for all the GIs coming back from the war. Big Bad Wolf, I'm telling you, couldn't blow those homes down. They are solid. I told you, I lived there for a few years in a duplex, and I love the people, love the community. Parkville is good old Baltimore. Median home price, you ready for this? $269,000. You want to own a home? Parkville. Last stop, we're going east side, Dundalk. Ooh, my accent's gonna come out. How about this? This is for you, Alex. My Baltimore accent. I say Dundalk. It just happens, hon. I'm telling you. Dundalk abuts to the water. My accent's all alive today. Median home price in Dundalk is no joke. $234,000. Don't drink the water. I'm kidding. I told you straight up, I love living in Baltimore County, but it's a place of contrast with its undeniable perks, and there's some challenges out there that you can't ignore. This is real though. Imagine living in a county with booming employment opportunities such as healthcare, cybersecurity, public education all day long. Picture a community rich in diversity where cultures, they just blend together and they thrive, and I love that about Baltimore County. It makes every day an adventure. Besides the pros and cons, I've also shared 5 great suburbs. You got Catonsville, you got Reisterstown, you got Towson, you got Parkville, you got good old Dundalk. Look, they're predicated on a sense of community and affordability. Baltimore County offers that perfect blend of small town charm and big city convenience. You got it all at your fingertips. Look, this is gonna help you. This is boots on the ground. Check out our next video, Life in Catonsville. Life, oh God, Lord, Catonsville, I love it. Maryland's Main Street, USA. You got to check that out. Love you, Baltimore.